Did you know that the original conception of Piccolo was different to the Piccolo we know at the end of the Dragon Ball series? According to the Daijin, King Piccolo, the first incarnation of Piccolo Jr., was inspired by Akira Toriyama's first editor, Kazuhiko Torishima, but not as a Namekian. In fact, during the King Piccolo arc in Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama had yet to come up with the concept of the Namekian race. Originally, King Piccolo was said to be a part of a demon clan with more of an earthly origin who once brought mayhem and destruction to Earth. Piccolo Jr. himself was considered as his offspring and reincarnation. In an interview, when Toriyama was asked if he was thinking of any idea for the Frieza arc when drawing Demon King Piccolo, he responded with no, and that he only started thinking about Frieza arc midway through the Ma Jr. or Piccolo Jr. arc. In another interview, Toriyama stated in his own words, "I thought of Piccolo first and I wanted to draw him as a scary character, and it was only afterwards that I'd come up with his species. Since they have antennae, I thought they looked like slugs, so Namekian is a play on the words as Namekuji, which means slug in Japanese, but I didn't think too deeply about it. I don't think they're plants, but they may be hermaphrodites." The change in the conception to create the Namekian race is said to have caused some discrepancies. For instance, the earlier so-called Namekian blood in Dragon Ball and the early Z saga were seen as being red, but later on we learn more about the Namekians is shown to be purple. Piccolo's blood being a prime example, as it seemed to have changed with the progression of the series. Oddly enough, in the anime, Drum, the son of King Piccolo, did bleed purple when Tien punched his nose. Other changes to Piccolo are seen with his fingers, changed from 4 in the manga to 5 in the anime, but this is less likely due to the creation of the Namekian race. We explain this further in our 7 mind-blowing facts about Dragon Ball Z. Another change in Piccolo's story was that Toriyama wasn't always intending to make Piccolo a good guy. Toriyama didn't think much about the story plot and focused more on the next battle in the series. Piccolo actually has many brothers. King Piccolo had spawned many offspring during his first reign over Earth. He refers to them as his demon clan, which he created using the unique birthing technique called Pucko Pen. Pucko Pen is when an egg is regurgitated out of the user's mouth. The user has full control of what part of him goes into the offspring. This could be arranged from memories to techniques. However, due to King Piccolo's evil spirit, his offspring warped out to become horrible mutants in a way King Piccolo wanted, some with wings and others with different features. Piano, tambourine, cymbal and drum were the only 4 brothers of Piccolo who were shown in the manga and anime. These creatures are actually the first Namekians to appear on screen in the anime, making their first appearance in the episode Enter King Piccolo. The other brothers were revealed in Dragon Ball video games, and here are the list of the brothers. And if you guys haven't noticed, all of Piccolo's brothers, including Piccolo himself, has names based on musical instruments. However, Piccolo's name has a deeper meaning in the Dragon Ball universe, as Piccolo in Namekian means another world and is used to open up the Namekian spaceship. Piccolo is only around 4 years older than Gohan, making him to be around 8 to 9 years old during the beginning of the Z series. Although Piccolo, being a Namekian, matured at a much faster rate than any other human or Saiyan, although this theory was later considered as a plot hole due to Dende, also being a Namekian, was just a little boy in the Frieza saga, and even after 11 years in the Majin Buu saga, he seems to have matured to be a teenager at most, showing that he didn't mature at the same rate as Piccolo. This was initially thought to be because Dende was from the dragon clan of the Namekian race, while Piccolo being of the warrior type, but in reality, Piccolo is also originally from the dragon clan. This plot hole was likely due to the late conception of the Namekian race. In the topic of the Namekian cast, there are two classes, Warrior type and the Dragon Clan. In the Frieza saga, it is told that the Namekians were composed of 86% Dragon Clan and 14% Warrior type, where the Dragon Clan are the most proficient in magical abilities, which subsequently created the Dragon Balls, while the Warrior type is more gifted with combat abilities. In Piccolo's case, he can be considered as half warrior type and half Dragon Clan hybrid because of his fusion with Nail, a warrior, and Kami, a Dragon Clan. With a mix of warrior type and Dragon Clan, he is an excellent combatant and has many Dragon Clan type mystical abilities. He also is the most powerful Namekian by the end of the series, which places him in an entirely different caste of Namekians by becoming a Super Namek. Namekians have a greater sense of hearing, much beyond humans and Saiyans. This was stated in the Trunks saga and witnessed in the movie Dragon Ball Z Lord Slug. Piccolo also stated that he could hear across the universe with his hearing ability when he explained how he located Goku and Broly's location in the new planet Vegeta, by overhearing the conversation Goku had with King Kai, so Piccolo's hearing ability is probably just a step down from King Kai's. Also, as seen in the Lord Slug movie, the antennae of Namekians appear to be sensitive. As Piccolo says himself, "I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm a Namek too, and if your antennae are anything like mine, then this hurts really bad," when grabbing Lord Slug's antenna. This can also be compared to the trait of the Saiyan tail. Piccolo has had quite a few crossovers with Ronoro Zoro from Oda's One Piece series. In the Dragon Ball X One Piece Cross Epoch manga, Piccolo is shown as a swordsman with Zoro. They also appeared together again in the Dragon Ball X One Piece Dream 9 promotion animation, yelling that people should watch One Piece after Dragon Ball Kai aired. The fun fact is, both characters were dubbed by the same Funimation English voice actor, Christopher Sabat. So if you guys want to check out those clips, I highly suggest checking it out on YouTube. James Masters, the actor for Piccolo in the unsuccessful live-action movie Dragonball Evolution, had mentioned that he thought the movie would be a huge failure before the filming took place. One of the reasons he joked about it was the fact that they asked him to play Piccolo in the first place, which he thought was a miscast. But because of his love for Dragon Ball, he decided to do his best with what he was given. According to the film's makeup artist, Ed French, it took 4 hours to apply the prosthetics to James Masters to change him into Piccolo that we see in the movie. At first it took 17 hours, but Masters had difficulty breathing and Piccolo's look almost seemed overdone, so some prosthetics were removed, thus shortening the time for 4 hours. James Masters discussed the look of Piccolo during the Grand Slam 2008 convention. He said the producers wanted to make Piccolo more beautiful than James wanted him to be. Since the producers weren't around when filming started, James and the makeup artist changed the character's look to make him ugly, which would reflect Piccolo's rage from being imprisoned for so long. James said it would be better to be fired than mess up Piccolo in the movie. But anyway, as all of us know, as we're the biggest fans, we already know the film was a huge flop and it failed in every measure anyway, so it's quite funny. In the 13th issue of Weekly Shonen Jump, they featured Krillin, the what-if hypothetical fusion between the characters Krillin and Piccolo. In the collectible card game, he is named Piccolin. This fusion is more of a parody to the end result of the demonstration that Piccolo and Krillin done to teach young Goten and Trunks on how to fuse. Realistically, this fusion will not be feasible as Piccolo and Krillin's bodies are not similar enough to actually create a fusion through this technique. This fusion was simply an illustration and never made it to the manga or anime, but it would be pretty hilarious. Oh yeah, last but not least, you guys pretty much probably already knew this one, But Toriyama was asked in an interview about who his favorite character might be, and he said it would be Piccolo because it was his first character in the manga. He has a scary face, he's cool, he's really cliche when bad guys turn into good guys, and it felt really great for him to draw Piccolo as he's a proper original conception for him. But we all know that Toriyama even once said it was Goku, then he changed it all up. So I'm just gonna leave this out there that Piccolo was once Toriyama's favorite character and still might be. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button and subscribe, and check out our other Dragon Ball Z videos or any other fact videos we've done on any other anime. Follow us on Twitter, I'll be tweeting there quite a bit. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something you didn't know about Piccolo. We tried our best here. And the next series we might be doing is 7 Deadly Sins and Sanji. If you have any other suggestions, put them down in the comment section below. And we love you guys. Thank you. Bye bye.